They killed my baby. She was but 9 years old.
Caught in the crossfire.
It was a group of boys who were on the sidewalk and a group of boys inside the car.
Bullets taking the life of a little girl and leaving permanent holes in the hearts of those who loved her.
She was just an innocent baby sitting in the car. What, they didn't care? You just randomly just shoot and kill people?
Her death, a tragic consequence of the violence plaguing our streets.
We've had 6 homicides of juveniles this year.
Those behind it, often children themselves.
We have a lot of young people on the streets right now, 12, 13, 14 years old, toting around real serious firepower.
Children making deadly decisions that change lives forever.
The cycle has to stop. So we have to do all we can to stop the violence.
They killed my baby.
Tonight's stories that will anger you, touch your heart, and hopefully play a role in understanding what can't be understood.
Children shot dead in our city. These horrific tragedies leave us empty. Life seems meaningless to those left behind. 9-year-old Saniyah Nicholson was the latest killed in the backseat of her mother's car. She's not alone, but her death is reigniting the call to end the violence tonight. News 5's Amanda Van Allen was there moments after the little girl was killed. She spoke with Saniyah's father last night and today talked with her heartbroken mother.
Well, Danita and Rob, the entire family is still in disbelief. They tell me they're hurting, and the pain that they are feeling, they can't quite describe it. Saniyah's mom tells me she just wants to know who did this to her baby girl and why. It's a feeling she can't yet put into words.
They killed my baby. Why though? What did she do?
A feeling no parent ever wants to know.
She was just an innocent baby sitting in the car. What, they didn't care? You just randomly just shoot and kill people?
Marcianette Daniels, once a mom to 3 children, now has to bury her youngest, 9-year-old Saniyah Nicholson. Daniels let the rising 4th grader wait in the car with her older sister while she grabbed their brother from the local boxing club. Then all hell broke loose.
I was standing there, I was only in the gym for like 2 minutes. I hear all this shooting, so we get down. We get down. And my baby, my oldest was in the front, my baby was in the back. When the shooting stopped, she run in the gym. I get up. She say, "Mommy, they shot Saniyah." I said, "No." Right here. They killed my baby, man.
Before they learned all hope was lost, the owner of the boxing club jumped in to help her.
I immediately ran out of there, grabbed her, and just told her it's gonna be all right. I'm holding her, and just praying that, I don't know, through a miracle, Allah can save her. There's still life, She was breathing. I'm like, it's gonna be okay. Breathe, you got it.
But her breathing stopped, and the little girl was gone. Daniels is trying to remember the good times.
I want y'all to know my baby is beautiful. She loved to dance. Y'all should see her dance. She's so smart. She had a personality out of this world.
But right now, all she can think of is bringing the person who did this to justice.
Saniyah was my 9-year-old baby. She was my last one. She was beautiful. And they took her from me.
Now, police have released these surveillance pictures that show 2 young men they are calling persons of interest right now. If you know who these guys are or have any information about Saniyah's shooting, please contact police. We are live tonight on Cleveland's East Side. Amanda Van Allen, News 5.
Saniyah Nicholson, not the only innocent child to fall victim to the violence on our streets this year. A 2-year-old shot while she was sleeping in her own home.
A 5-year-old hit by a bullet while walking down the street with her mother. A nearby teen also shot.
Another teen just leaving a school dance, stepping into a hail of bullets. 2 of them hit her.
And a 10-year-old boy also shot while sleeping in his bed. Nearly 24 rounds fired into his home.
Saniyah joins Abdel Bashidi, Aviel Wakefield, Major Howard, Ramon Burnett, and so many more young children not just shot but killed in that violence.
And while we don't know if this latest shooting was gang-related, so many others are. News 5's Lauren Wilson sat down with confirmed gang members.
Okay, Lauren, here's the thing. They admit they know that children are being killed.
That's right, guys. All 4 guys that I sat down with, all hiding their identities, told me they view the city as a war zone, and the crushing reality is those caught in the crossfire are simply collateral damage.
It looks like you're kind of strapped for war a little bit. What is that about? Is this every day?
It's like an everyday thing out here. Like, you got to protect yourself at all means.
Kill or be killed.
This right here, 12 gauge. You know, we got a couple straight slugs. Does anybody come through, you know, I'm gonna hit you in, yo.
Protection always a priority.
That's like life insurance.
What's life insurance?
That gun?
No matter who's in the way.
We've had a couple of summers where kids have gotten caught in the crossfire. What is happening there? What are we just not seeing the kids? What is that?
I think as far as that, they just like a casualty of war. It's just like some people don't think.
It's just who's ever there.
Pretty much.
They say most of the shootings we hear about part of a payback cycle.
How big are retaliation shootings here?
That's what it is all the time. Like 100% of the time, that's what it is. Like it'll literally happen like this. Say me and him get to arguing outside the store, and he beat me up. All right, you beat my ass for sure. Now you're not making it home tonight. I'm gonna go around the corner, I'm gonna get my gun, I'm gonna blast you, and then I'm gonna go about my day.
And they say the younger kids are trying to prove themselves, getting even more reckless with guns.
They're the ones running around here. It ain't no youth centers around here for them.
You know, they put money into the wrong things. They put money into the stuff that's not gonna help the youth in the community. Also, you know, we try to get it and make it on our own.
And the streets overwhelmed with blight.
What does seeing the homes do? What does that do for your mental state?
It kind of rip your heart out. It's like,
it makes you so like they don't care about us.
That's forcing us to eat each other instead of putting us together and helping us go get, you feel me? Like if we all come together and think about it, we could probably move differently.
But their bullets are still flying.
It's sad though. You don't want to see nobody, no kids, no innocent people, period, get caught up in, you feel me, that type of stuff. But it happens because it's war.
So tough to hear our young people talk like that. So, any solutions? Anybody you speak with today, did they offer any hope that we could stop this?
You know, they said they want things to change, but things won't change until mentalities change. They say they want the community to be cleaned up, the neighborhoods to be cleaned up just like everyone else. And the most important thing they stressed was jobs that right now they say are not there. And sadly, until those things change, it's hard to see things slowing down.
And it is a war, and we are killing each other.
Yes.
And that is very disturbing to see, with seemingly no care for life.
Yeah, there is very low care for life, low care for empathy. If you don't care for your own life, it's hard to care for someone else.
Thank you very much, Lauren. The payback cycle Lauren just spoke about, a real threat tonight on the heels of this latest shooting.
People that aren't even involved with the situation may want to retaliate because it's a young child. However, 2 wrongs equal another wrong.
This former gang member is desperately trying to stop the bloodshed in our city streets. Jeffrey Crosby is what they call a violence interrupter with the Cleveland Peacemakers Alliance.
News 5's Mike Brookbank caught up with him today. So Mike, Crosby admits that we're facing an uphill battle with this.
Yeah, despite that, Danita, he tells me he will keep doing all he can, continuing his face-to-face conversations with the gang members terrorizing our community. A little girl with her whole life ahead of her.
And we don't want our kids to die.
The latest victim of the ongoing violence in Cleveland.
We have to step up our efforts even more, boots on the ground, and bring the community together.
That also includes reaching out to those in our community, opening fire, leaving all of us at risk.
Heartless. When you don't have a heart, you're dead. When you're a felon, you're in prison. So heartless felon to me means dead or in jail.
Jeffrey Crosby is all about providing much-needed life support for young men who've lost their way.
My job is to give them CPR. My job is to make sure that the heart keeps pumping.
The violence interrupter uses a simple message to try and tackle this complex problem.
When a person gets killed or when a person gets incarcerated because of retaliating for someone getting killed, it affects not just you, it affects your family, your mother, your friends.
It's hopefully enough to convince the young men to turn away from gangs and the terror they create for so many Clevelanders.
They're fed up. They do not want to live around crime. They're sick and tired of it.
Crosby constantly hearing the horror stories from people living in fear.
They're scared to come outside. Sometimes they might get paranoid when they hear loud noises.
Complacency, a word Crosby tells me often comes up when talking about violence.
It's very frustrating sometimes.
And while it may seem hopeless at times,
it hasn't got so bad that the people are completely heartless.
Crosby believes this latest heartbreak can be used to motivate the community to come up with long-lasting solutions.
We have to step up our work even more, because when one person gets killed, it's one too many. And it's really horrible, it really touches us when a 9-year-old gets killed. It's a time, even during the despair, we have to come together.
And unfortunately, Crosby is very busy these days trying to tackle the flaring tempers that could lead to the next shooting. Right now, he says there are a lot of conflicts going on the streets of Cleveland.
This has been a tough 10.5 minutes of television, but very important 10.5 minutes. These senseless and callous acts of violence are impossible to accept, but they are real. They are so very real, and this is life for so many of us in Cleveland.
And we want you to know our station has been here for a long time, through the thick and the thin, and we are here for Saniyah and her family and our community. We love Cleveland, and we believe our reporting can help bring light, especially when time seems so dark.
We hope to give meaning to the meaningless, and that is our mission tonight.